Live? We are live. Alright then, guys. Welcome to today's Division 2 race of Summit League Racing with myself, SLR Jort. And my fellow co-commentator. Sorry about that, boys and girls. So, right then. Wet quality. We've got some information here. We've got a wet quality dry race, mate. Oh, sorry, full wet quality and dry race. So we got some cars going out onto the track.
So I'm here. Yeah, wet quality. Wow. I guess it spices things up already.
Yeah.
So I can imagine a lot of people, drivers, would have done a lot of time trial in dry. So it'd be interesting to see who has actually done time trial in the wet, because well, this is where the practice counts. Because of course, track position at Monaco unbelievably important, especially after what we saw yesterday.
Yeah, it was quite an interesting race yesterday for the Div 1 boys, and yeah, to actually watch some of the way the drivers drove on that race. There's going to be a wet race. A wet quality here. So it's going to be interesting to see what kind of times some of the lads put in here. But obviously, as we've been told, it's going to be a dry race. So let's just see if they can get quality out of the way.
Yeah, you're going to be having, obviously, if it's a dry race, a lot of these drivers are going to be having dry setups for Monaco. But having said that, I don't think there's too much of a difference between wet and dry setups. But already I'm just on board with Hicklin on his outlap, and it looks very slidey.
Yeah, I'm on board with Leah now on the Inters. So I'm just trying to work out myself whether the Inters is the best option for the surfaces on the track, because it looks really wet. Looks too wet for if you ask me.
But then at the same time, I've just on board with Jurassic Blaze going around turn one, and he couldn't get the foot on the throttle. Just cars wanting to slide. He's just gone past the broken front wing, and as I say that, he's continued just. Oh, and he's broken his front wing also. It's very slidey out there. It looks like it's
we're on board now with Blaze on his lap. Hicklin is also on a lap. Scopes, Sem, Bennett is on his lap, and Beast. So from what I saw, Blaze did have faster sector 1, so we'll see now what kind of time he's putting. He is on full wets, although I think he may have picked up some damage because he did let the driver past.
Yeah,
he picked up some damage. So I think he's...
Sorry, yeah, he collected some damage just coming out of just going into casino.
So Hicklin battling to keep that car straight. Oh, he is putting in a faster sector. Torn is the wall. I think a lot of people are going to be struggling for the next couple of more minutes or so, just so that some of the cars are actually putting some rubber down and drying up a bit of the track. that racing line, because it is soaking. But we have Hicklin with the fastest lap of 1:30. Oh, and Bennett takes over that with a 1:29.4. So the two gents there in the one in the McLaren and one in the Ferrari posting the first of the bunch of laps coming in. Scopes with the 1:31.5. So let's have a little predictions in the chat then, everyone. Who do you think is going to be the drivers that make it through Q1 in a wet quali at Monaco? Because I mean, none of us really, Monaco it's fun to watch in my opinion, I find, but never fun to drive. I'm not a massive fan of Monaco in terms of racing it. It's definitely challenging, but each to their own.
Oh, we've got some spanning. We've got Zakis Beast going down. It looks like he's spun it. I'm going to call it clock corner. Reversing into the escape road. Going to make it back onto the track. He hasn't been disqualified, has he? He's staying still. Seems alright.
You're on board with Rando.
Oh, wow. Hicklin's lost it in the cane.
Oh yeah, completely lost his front wing. So that's his. That's that lap out of the question for him. It pains me to see that really, because I am a fellow Ferrari driver. So that's that hurts to see. But we move on. A couple of people coming into pits now. Then. Rockamad putting in a 1:27.1 on a full wet tyre.
I'm just going to point out, obviously, if there's only 16 in the session, so, I mean, being knocked out in Q1 is a low blow, but there's only going to be one driver getting knocked out. So if it means one driver retires without setting a lap in this qualifying, then ease the pressure a bit on the lads who are still on the track. So one driver's going to be knocked out in Q1. No one wants to be that driver.
We've still got a few drivers yet to put on a time. Blaze still yet to post a time. Benz, Owen, Venom, Neelix, and Original all yet to post a time. But you can see a lot of the drivers have decided to go for the full wets because the track is it is soaking. And I think the Inters would definitely not the tyre for it. So it'll be interesting to see. Got a couple of 1:27s, 28s. So, and I know there's a few people in on this track that are quite quick. So let's just have a little look then at the drivers' stand-ins. Bear this in mind that obviously there are some names I'm going to call out that aren't in the race today. So, looking at Division 2 then, at the moment we've got Nicky in the lead. Leah in second, followed by Cheesy Train, Bennett, Connor, Benz, Zach. We've got Barlow, Panther, and Original. They are the top 10 drivers, of course. Again, Nicky is he's flying at the moment. He's quite a fair bit in the lead. In the Renault there, and also looking at the results from. Oh, have we got a bit of action there?
I think I was just a bit of lack of what Original was going into the barrier for a split second after the last corner, but it looks like he escaped with no damage and set 1:31.6.
So yeah. We've got Hicklin on his outlap now, Scopes having another attempt, both of the drivers having another attempt at the track on full wets this time round. Be interesting to see how qualifying gets off in the wet. I'll be honest, we've got 9 minutes left of Q1. So yes, it's going to be. I think Hicklin has pretty much said he's a 1:30 is there where it's at unless he makes some changes. But Leah with a 1:27.9 on an intermediate tyre, so Never know, perhaps the track might dry up a bit. Some people might just decide to take a last minute dive on an Inter. Who knows?
Luck favours the brave. Another driver to point out, actually, SLR Owen, Division 1 driver until this week, of course, dropping down. Unfortunate to not pick up a point at all this season, so it'd be great to see if SLR Owen can do well this weekend. Couldn't have asked for a worse first track, if I'm honest, but let's see what's got in the tank. Just looking at the Twitch chat, we've got, of course, the Rocket Mad fan club popping up. Silly Bunny, and check this out. And we've got Baggy Fan. Can we have an Alexa prediction for pole? We get a bit of an idea going into Q3.
I definitely couldn't give you the Alexa prediction.
Scopesy has spun it. He has spun it, going round to the back.
Is that by the pool section? It is, isn't it?
It is, yeah, he lost it on traction. It just goes to show how wet it is on track.
Yeah, it's pretty wet. I'm just wondering how much time, as you come up to Raskas there, obviously I've seen a few drivers cut that curve. I'm just wondering how much are we going to see some people actually cut that corner out, like, you know, in terms of racing line, how much can they get away with? Because it's quite a fast corner, that, and if you take that wrong, you're going straight into that wall, and with it being a wet quality, if someone does go for, you know, flat out there, it could definitely put them out of quality.
Yeah, I think with these conditions, you're going to need firm hands, or if you're a bad user, firm fingers going around that section of the track. I guess the slower you are, maybe the more you can cut. So, corner cutting in these conditions might not be as much of a problem because obviously you're going slow. I've just noticed, just on board with Cooper Benz, who's on the intermediate tyres.
It is wet all through quality, that is correct, and it's a dry race, I believe. So we've got Bennett now going for a time on an intermediate tyre, so see how he gets off here. Goes. Oh, that back end fight in there, as you can see as he comes down to the hotel. Constantly fighting that car to keep it just on the track and in a relative straight line.
I reckon give it a few more minutes. Give it a few more minutes and the intermediates will be the right tyre. Need to, I think maybe 1 or 2 laps to wear them in. And you'll be able to get a good lap as Bennett again, just struggling.
Down to the Novell chicane. Round down to Chiron now. See how he gets on. Pool section. Fastest sector 2. Raskas. Here we go. And he gets it just on the money there. Fighting that back end. Look at it. Just not wanting to stay on the track. Incredible driving there. Comes in for a second fastest of a 1:27.3 on an intermediate tyre. So that's not bad. You can definitely see the track is starting to slowly, you know, create a racing line where it's slightly drying up and it's not too wet. So perhaps some drivers will start to see what they can do on an indoor field, see if they can, you know, put an into time in.
Yeah, based from Bennett's evidence anyway, it looks like the intermediate could be the quicker route, but I'm just on board with Rando going through sector 1 in the rain. Still looks like it's coming down hard. Have we got a case of different parts of the track that are wetter? I mean, they'll certainly mix things up a bit.
Yeah, definitely interesting. Just jumping on board with Rando myself. Let's see, there's a lot of debris on the track where drivers seem to have lost parts. This car coming through swimming pool then. On board with Rando. Let's jump in the cockpit with him. Fastest sector 2. Down Raskas, just gonna watch that wall incredibly close. Inches away, and he comes across the line for a 1:27.3. Now that is, bear this in mind that you know, I think it was last week Brando moved up. He had his first race last week from Division 3 into Division 2. I'll check that real quick before.
He did, yeah. It was his race last week in Cat. He finished, I believe it was 4th place. 4th place.
Yeah, he did 4th place. Yeah.
Yeah, same division like a duck water, which is quite ironic, because well, this place literally is a swimming pool, in the words of Mercs in the stream chat.
Yeah, it is. Indeed. So Leah's done 3 laps on an intermediate tyre and is in the pit. We've got Callum on his out lap now. Also alongside Hicklin, and Owen is also on an out lap. We've still got Benz and Venom yet to put a time in. Wonder if they've come out yet at all. Yep, I think Benz is actually on a lap now. About to put a time in. He is retired from the session. Oh, and there's the wall. It's not what he would have wanted. Put a time in, but I think he'll. I think he'll be happy with that. 10th place at a 1:29.3 on an intermediate tyre. So yeah, I think the intermediate tyre is the tyre to go for. You know, the track seems to be in certain areas drying up enough for an intermediate tyre. So.
Yeah, as I say, you've seen improvements on the intermediates, but then you have Rando improving on the wet tyres, so I think it's still nip and tuck to what tyres to go on. But going down to the bottom, you've only got one driver to yet set a time, and that is Venom, who's on an out lap, so this is going to be, well, this is going to be a make or break weekend lap for Venom coming up, because again, this track position is unbelievably important, and you do not want to start last. Having said that, again, another track, starting last is not the worst place to be.
Coming up to Raskas. Just near that wall. See how close he gets that rear wheel to that wall. Just inches away. It's incredible. And across the line.
That's just.
Oh
this
no!
Is his lap now.
Now he's wasting his time. So we got some of the drivers letting us know that they are struggling in the wet. It is I couldn't see Monaco in the wet. Monaco in the dry is a tough track as it is. You know, like, can't imagine. I've never driven it this year in the wet, so I can't imagine how some of these drivers that are way better than myself are coping with this. It's definitely looking challenging, that's for sure. So qualifying 1 is about to end. Pretty much the lap of all laps now for Bennett as he hits the wall. Commentators curse, and he's invalidated it.
So, Venom's lost as well. Venom's down, he's out.
Oh, and he's gone.
I went for it at the end, but that is, well, 16th anyway. That's his qualifying over. Big shame for Venom. Hasn't had much luck since being full time.
Oh, and Bennett takes the end of qualifying 1 with a 1:26.7 on an intermediate tyre. 5 laps old as well. Incredible.
Yeah,
incredible
those
stuff.
Intermediates clearly worn in, and a bit of a statement there, I guess, to the rest of the grids that well, the intermediates were the right tyre right at the end of qualifying. On top of that, he's carrying a bit of momentum now. Of course, he won last week's race, managed to defend off Nicky. So it's looking good for Ben at the moment.
Yep, that's an impressive time of 1:26.7. To me, that's an impressive time anyways in the wet. Disappointing to see Venom obviously lose it there on the last corner, but you know, you can pick it back up in the race. There are, you know, other factors that can change his race. You know, people could potentially crash or have issues, and safety cars are a thing, and pit strategies and so on. So it's not over. We go on. He can pick himself back up now in the race and hopefully pick himself up some points, but we'll see.
You can hear SLR scope sigh of relief when Venom hit the wall. Of course, it's never nice when someone retires from a session, but of course, if Venom would have improved his time and got quicker than a 1:30, 1.5, then it would have been Scopes. Scopes would have been the ones to be knocked out. So Scopes lives on to fight another day. Let's see what's happening in the stream chat. Just got the Rocketman fan club having the time of their life watching their driver. Second quickest in Q1. MRC Leah, Instance 2 tips quicker according to Jeff. Jeff knows best. Beast, is 7 as my dad? Well, that's the £1,000,000 question. I'll let you guys decide on the chat. And Hicklin just confirming, like what we suspect, he is struggling like hell in this wet.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. Be interesting to see now, obviously, when Q2 starts, what the track conditions are like then. Obviously, it's still wet, but you'll have some drivers have gone through somewhere, you know, somewhere in their intermediate tyres. Bennett being one. So there are your Q1 lap times there. And unfortunately, the driver out of Q1 is Venom. Obviously, as you saw there, he did have a unfortunate fight with the wall, which resulted in his front left wheel sitting on the front of his car. So Bennett with a 1:26.7, Rockamad and the AlphaTauri with a 1:27.1. Closely behind him, Rando with a 1:27.3. So, you know, it's all again still yet to play for in Q2. So, see how some of these drivers do in Q2. Obviously, they would have got slightly used to the wet conditions now. Still fighting it, obviously, but I think we'll start to see in Q2 some minor improvements on lap times from the lads here at Div 2. Yeah. See who comes out first. See, it looks absolutely soaking on the track now, but we have a driver out, and that is Blaze. Let's ride on board with a couple of drivers following suit. Hicklin's on his way out too. Got Hicklin close behind him. Scopes. SLR Sem is also coming out with him too. Yeah, so we're going to start to get a little bit of traffic coming out of the pits, and some of the drivers coming out for their outlaps. Our 15 are, as you can see, it's Leah, Blaze, Hicklin, Scopes, Sam, Teddy, Benzoin, Bennett, Beast, Rockamad, Callum, Neelix, Rando, and Original. Times to put in. So Teddy's yet to come out. Benz and Callum.
Yeah.
Also Original.
Teddy, unfortunately, his qualifying is over. He left the session, and because of the rules we have in place, he won't be getting an invite back until the end of Q3. So unfortunately, Plain Teddy will be starting 15th.
Is that confirmed? So we've Leah, I believe, unless I have the time glitch, has yeah, I may have the glitch actually. The map.
Oh, just actually, George, your
No.
it might be yours, but apparently there's not a good noise coming from someone's mic in the stream chat. Apparently, I've just pulled mine in and out twice.
I will pull mine in and out as well.
I was doing that. Just let you know what we got tyre-wise. We got again a bit of a mixture. We got some drivers on the wets, on the intermediates again. It's still very close with the time difference, but as we saw towards the end of Q1, Bennett got the fastest time with the intermediate tyre. I can still hear the noise in the.
Yeah, there is a bit of a delay in the stream as well.
What is it?
See if that's fixed it.
Oh, actually, looks like the noises. Yeah, looks like the noises stopped.
Well, that would have been my controller on charge, so it's a good thing I charged it before the event, isn't it? Doing something new. I've never done that, but that's sorted. Obviously, if there is any change or any issue, please let us know in the chat, and we will look into it. Moving on. Oh, so original on his outlap was just smashed into the wall coming up to swimming pool, so that outlap will be pretty much an outlap of him going back into pits to either change that wing or get it repaired. So we got Rockamai with a 127.4 and followed closely behind him is Scopes coming up to turn 1 and he's sliding in. Oh, I honestly thought then, judging by the way the camera angle was, he was going into the wall. 126.7 on an intermediate tyre. So the question is, and I'll leave it up for debate in the chat, but is the intermediate tyre the correct option to go for during quali? I personally think it is. Personally, I think it's the faster tyre, 100%.
Yeah, you've just had Bennett come through in second place of the intermediates, and between second and third, you've got 4 temps, and that is the difference between intermediates and wets. So yeah, I think that confirms Inters is the quicker tyre. Not by much, but if you want to get into Q3, that looks like the tyre's put on.
Yeah. We had a yellow flag there. Rando's lap time has been invalidated, so he may have done something a little bit wrong there. Yes, that confirms that Teddy will be invited back into Q3. Yes, and I also agree with that statement in the Twitch chat too. Ben's on the pad. I am a pad user myself. But yeah, big up the pad users, especially on Monaco this weekend.
Absolutely, this is the race where, well, of course, I found getting used to the wheel incredibly difficult, but once you master it, it is very rewarding. But tracks like these, get pumped for it. But yeah, especially in this condition of this track, driver's skill comes out more than anything. No idea what any of these guys are driving, but well, just see what everyone's got in their pocket. Bennett still first, Sem second.
Yeah, I was just on board with Bennett. I don't know whether he was pushing for another lap or whether he was just trying to make it back. Yeah, because he was coming down towards the hotel section, put the power down and just lost the back end and hit the wall. So I don't know whether he took a bit of damage. Can't really tell. He is trying to move out the way. So who should we jump on board with? We've got...
Yeah, I think Bennett has actually done a quick lap. I don't know if you might have mentioned it already. He's done a 26.1, which is 6 tenths quicker than Sem on the same tyre.
Yeah,
again, confirming intermediates. Yeah.
Oh well,
yeah,
that
you can
changes
see now
everything because we sit here and say the intermediate is the tyre of choice, but Rockamad is definitely throwing a spanner in the works, and definitely making us question that with a 125.9 on a full wet tyre. So
Well, I was literally about to say, all the drivers, you can see them all putting on the intermediates now, but then after seeing Rockamad do a 25.9 on the wets, could be a game changer.
incredible, incredible. Just reading the stream chat there for us guys, the streamer chat, and some funny conversations we have in there, guys. Right, moving on.
Oh, we got a yellow flag. Is that a Mercedes round? Or I don't know actually. No, I think they're just slowing down to let other cars through.
Yeah, slowing down. Sorry about that. I had to reply to a message. Is it possible to borrow wings from other teams? I mean, you definitely won't want to borrow one of the Ferrari ones in terms of real life wings, but imagine that. Ooh. Imagine teams borrowing
shots fired
wings.
At Ferrari.
Yes. So
shots fired at Ferrari.
Yep.
Still got 4 drivers yet to set a time. One of them, of course, no longer participating in Q2. Benz, Callum, and Original being, you could say, on track. The only 3 to get set a lap time, all on the intermediate tyres.
Benz's lap is invalid, so I don't know whether he's come off and had an incident somewhere, but I think this will be the lap now, which about to come up to and start now, so maybe now will be the push on the intermediate tyres. So let's jump on board with him then. Let's jump and watch over his helmet cam view. Pod comes, takes that corner very nicely. See, look, he's fighting to keep the wet tyres. Faster sector 1 though, so on an intermediate, I kind of want to retract my statement by saying that the
Sem has retired. It looks like, I mean, just going on board with cars which have gone past him, I think he might have turned a bit too early coming out of the chicane, or he's turned in too early going into it, and yeah, that's his qualifying over.
I honestly thought then he was going to hit him. Yeah, he was. I don't think Ben's expected to see him there. Kind of reacted like he was like, oh god, he's there. Just coming out of swimming pool now, coming towards Raskas. He's fighting that car. So comes on to the start-finish straight.
So it's a big blow for Sem, because he was probably one of the, well, based on what we've seen in quali so far, one of the faster drivers on the grid in this condition on this track.
Yeah, he was looking quite quick. We got Benz just putting in a 1:29.5. He put a faster sector 1 in, but I think the sector 2 section threw him off. So no, gonna figure out if he's pushing or not. But we'll jump on with, I think Callum's just started a.
Yeah,
he's just put in a time of
1:28.8.
Yeah. So who have we got? We've got Original on an outlap now. So let's jump on board with him real quick, because he's yet to put a time in. As he comes down past the hotel. I gotta be honest, mind. If you asked me an honest question of the nicest looking car this year in Formula 1, it would have to be the Mercedes. I just love the black. Black is such a nice colour. Don't know what about. I'm just so used to them being the silver arrows. It's just, I don't know. It's like when I saw their car go like the black, I was like, yes, like that is huge. I love it. Here he goes then.
Just whilst Rando had a little off, sorry to butt in the Rango
cool.
butt in. Yeah, he lost it. I've got no idea what the corner's called. It was at the end of the mini straight after Casino. Still in fourth at the moment, 27.8, looking tidy on the wet tyres with 2.5 minutes to go. It looks like someone else has lost it on track. The other house driver. Oh, no, he's not. He's just slowing down.
Mini straight after Casino. Oh, you're not on about the tunnel, are you?
No, just entering sector 2, and Zak's Beast has he's stopped on the track doing a bit of a Rosberg.
What you were referring to, we've got a yellow flag in sector 1. You may have brushed faith with the wall, but we're on board with original. Let's jump in over his cockpit, and oh, Benz is retired from the session. And that's sector 3. Past the sector 2 then from original as he comes out the swimming pool and is coming up to Rasgas. So let's flip this camera to the rear end of his car and see how close he gets to that wall. Not too close. I've seen some drivers get a bit closer, but still it's impressive. And on the home straight from 15th on a full wet up to 7th with the 128.1 on an intermediate, sorry, not a full wet. Self-corrected. So I believe it's from 11th down, am I correct, Q2? That
yeah,
make it.
But
so
what you've got to bear in mind is it says Sem is 10th, but that's because obviously really his lap time he set was third quickest, but he won't be in Q3. So yeah, you'll still be looking at the bottom 5: Blaze, Leah, Benz, Scopes, and of course Teddy, who are all in the danger zone. Teddy, of course, not in the session, so his qualifying is over. Leah in 12th, that's a shock. Oh, having said that, he's gone up to 5th. So now Hicklin's in danger with a 28.6.
Let's have a look at Hicklin then, as he is out on track. And he's coming up to Rasgas now. See how he goes. Incredibly close to that wall. And he comes across the line. So it's not improved, or was that an outlap for him? I'm not too sure.
That was an outlap. He's on a lap now.
Stay on board with him then, as comes up to the hotel. The casino, sorry, not the hotel.
Original's just crossed the line to move up to 7th with a 27.9. That should be enough, I think, to make him make that drive into Q3.
Coming up the Grand Hotel Airpin in, on to Pontier, down through the tunnel, and then on to the Novelle chicane. So let's see how he takes the Novelle chicane. Oh, a bit of contact with the wall.
Scopes, he's out. SLR Scopes is out. He's crashed the same place as
the Novelle chicane.
As
taken. I think is it 3 people that it 3 cars the Novelle chicane has taken out
no,
today?
I think so far 2 people in this same qualifying session. Unfortunately for Scopes, that does mean he's qualifying 12th, so that would have been his qualifying over anyway.
Yep. So coming through Raskas then, Hicklin. See if he can get a nice lap time to save himself. Onto the start finish. Tyres lighten up at the back for grip. And across the line, 128.1, unless I've had a lap time. Have you ever seen any different, or is it not improved for yourself?
It was he was, according to my screen, 1,000th of a second slower. I think that might be a glitch on my screen, but unfortunately for Hicklin, it wasn't enough put him into Q3. So if I'm correct, yeah, I think that's qualifying done.
Yep.
We've
That
got
is
R5
it
out.
then. So, an impressive lap time from Rocco Mad there with a 1:25.9 on a full wet tyre, considering we were sat here saying the intermediate was the tyre to go of choice.
Yes, I can hear Silly Bunny in check from here. The Rocco Mad fan club, absolutely buzzing.
Just to clarify, with a question in the Twitch chat, with Mooks asking us if you can drive with 3 wheels. No, you cannot unless you're driving a Reliant Robin, and I would assume the Reliant Robin is definitely not suitable for for a Monaco track. As much fun as it probably would be, definitely wouldn't work.
Right, on the subject of the Twitch chat, of course, we now know who our 10 drivers are going into Q3. So, people in the Twitch chat, send us your poll predictions. Oh, I haven't said that. Looks like we got one already. Believe it or not, from Silly Bunny. Rocker Mad for pole. Well, based on the evidence so far, I would not rule it out.
I definitely wouldn't rule that one out either, to be honest. Rocco Mad for pole is definitely a good shout. So we have our 9. Rocco Mad, Bennett, Rando in 3rd, Beast, Leah, Owen, Original, Callum, Neelix, the top 9 of Q2. Impressive time.
Say Zach is Beast. Zach is Beast's first race this season. I remember in Australia, he won the race in these conditions. So clearly, Zach is Beast is a fan of the wet conditions. Again, impressive. Again, impressing. And of course, we've got to mention SLR Owen into Q3. I must admit, I can't remember the last time that's happened, but it's fantastic to see our very own Owen.
Our very own.
The pole shootout. Have we got any more predictions? Sorry, George, we do. We've got Riggs, Bennett, McLaren. Bennett for pole from Scopes, and Midzy is going for Owen.
Interesting. Let's have a little jump on with who we got out. Going out. We've got Rocco Mad out first, me, and then followed behind with quite a few drivers. The train is well and truly on now. So we'll just jump on with Rocco Mad. He is on his out lap. We got Scopes coming in the Twitch chat, letting us know that Monaco is the worst track for full wet. I mean,
it look easy, must admit.
It doesn't look easy, but Rocco Mad is definitely showing us that it's possible to put in some strong, consistent times. So, I mean, I personally don't like the rain. I don't like the rain in terms of racing full stop, especially with Formula One. So it's definitely not my strongest point. China was a prime example for myself. Div 3, I didn't enjoy China, but move on. So Rocco Mad is now on his lap, so we're gonna jump above the helmet and watch as Teddy rejoins us. We welcome him back. Oh, he's fighting the rear end of that car. Just keep it on the track. Goes to the fastest sector 1. Kind of deep in there as he goes into hotel. Down and into the tunnel.
You've got a mixture of drivers on tyres. You've got half the grid on wets, half the grid's on inters. It's fascinating, to be honest.
It is interesting to see, though, isn't it? Where some of them think, you know, the wet is the one, and some think that the inter's the one. So, and he's invalidated all of that hard work. So
that rear just wanted to step out, and of course corrected it, but had to cut the corner in doing so.
So we'll jump up over Leah then, as Leah is on a time with the fastest Sector 1 right now. As they come down to Pontier. The tunnel we go. Absolutely flying through the tunnel. Coming down to the Novelle chicane now. And Neelix with a 128.6 full wet, so that is our first time. And Bennett coming in with a 127, so we're going to stay on board with Leah. More than now, as we come through Pool. Up upon Raskas. Up, and Leah's gone straight to it, so I don't know whether they picked up some damage or whether... Yeah, I think Leah picked up a bit of wing damage. Let's jump on. Who have we got on a time then? Rando's on a lap now.
Rando's on a lap time.
Really impressive stuff from Rando. I remember watching the stream last week, watching his first race in Div 2, and he did put on a really good show.
Zakis beast is round at the hotel hairpin.
Oh, we're going to stay.
Yeah, I think
we are going to stay with Rando because he did just post the fastest Sector 2. It's going to be interesting to see what he can do here. Just keeps through that last corner onto the home straight. There's in that car. And as he crosses the line for a 5th place spot with a 130.2. Yeah, you were saying there about somebody spinning.
Yeah, Zakis Beast just spun it around the hairpin, and Bennett's just gone and done a 26.4. 1.5 seconds quicker than Neelix.
On the full wets as well. Nope, I stand corrected. I was on the wrong driver. An intermediate tyre. So this is where the debate is at, really, isn't it? Like, some of us are saying the full wet, it's a wet tyre quality, and some of us are saying inters.
It's got to be the intermediates based on that evidence from Bennett.
Yeah.
Got to be the intermediates.
Definitely. So we have got a few drivers on the outlap. Only 2 at the moment. It would be Leah and Rockomad. So I think Ed is on his lap now. So, and we know that Rockomad can put in a good time. So let's see what he can. Comes up through the Masonette, around past Casino, and down.
Bit off subject, but I'm just looking in the Twitch chat, and I don't know what on earth's gone on with England.
Yeah, I've just
in the chat. Please tell me what's happened. Yeah.
I
the yellow card.
a little bit of a twitch with Rocco there coming out of the hotel. Together though. Comes past. Cool, faster Sector 2, so it's looking like an impressive time here from Rockomad. Raskas full lock. Right. And Football. He knows the score. Crosses the line with a 125.8.
What do I know about this track and what tyres to use in wet conditions?
I'm gonna take away the whole I think the intermediate tyre is the one to go for, to be honest. Because clearly we don't know. Because Rocco is definitely proving us wrong.
All I'm saying is, thank God it didn't rain in qualifying yesterday, because he probably could have been worse than 10th.
Randall's just come and put in a faster time as well, out of absolutely no one. Just didn't even catch my eye. I was paying too much attention to Rockamad there with a second place 1:26.3 on full wets. I mean,
Shows how much we know, Joe. Shows how much we know.
That's the Div 3 pace in me showing. That is. That's just, yeah. So we've got.
Who have we got going down the home straight?
Go for it, mate.
It's Leah. It's
Jump on
Leah
board
going
with
down the home straight up to 4th with a 27.1. 4th quickest, about 1.3 seconds off the fastest of Rockamad. Speaking of Rockamad, well, according to my screens, he's on a quicker lap time.
Oh.
So he goes round the last corner, going down the home straight. Is it going to be improvement from Rockamad?
Yes. Yes.
Oh my word.
Yes, just.
Fuck, just half a second
Just
quicker
half a second
on that lap
quicker.
than his best.
Oh well, Randall's. I can't even get the word up on my tongue. Blah, 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 blah. Invalidated. There we go. We got there in the end, Jode. Invalidated. Let's jump on with Leah because she
What's
is.
going on in
He
the
is. Right?
chat?
I know the chat is absolutely
chat-
going off.
It's been derailed. What's going on?
Rockamad to elite.
What? Me.
Chaos.
Absolutely. There's, if it stays like this, I mean, I'd love to see anyone try and do better than Rockaman's time at the moment, but
I mean,
we're going to have two very, very happy people in this chat at the moment.
Yeah, he's definitely put in a good time, and the race is dry as well, so you know, turn 1 is going to be really, really good to see. Or lap 1 in general, really, as a whole. Just going through a few of the drivers then.
That's going to be
Anything you
Rockaman's
see?
qualifying over. He's just got into the pits. And with 1 minute 30 seconds to go, that is it. So he has done his bit.
We're just looking
Over
on.
to you now, everyone else.
You know, I'm just jumping over Bennett real quick to see if he can actually just improve his time above Rando. There's not much between them. Oh, and the commentator's curse just creeps in there as he loses the back end, but he's still. Oh, incredible! I say, you may not catch the time there, but saving the car is probably his most important priority at this point.
Owen as well, slightly rare.
Yeah. Owen is coming across the line. Can he improve his time with a 1:28.6? Yep, 1:27.6. So he beats his teammate. Oh, never mind. Zach has just come in with a 1:27.4 and spun.
Oh, and Zach spun it.
That's the end of his qualifying 3. In fact, that is the end of Q3. I would say that. Oh!
He's disqualified on his turnaround.
That happened to my teammate last week. You just can't write it, can you? That's unfortunate. I would assume he's going to be gutted with that, if I'm honest. Yeah, I mean, we have drivers still out, putting the last minute times in. We're on board with Owen. Oh, and he's, yeah.
Yeah, we got Bennett on a lap though. Interesting, Bennett's got onto the
On
wet
board with
tyres
him.
where, well, just by looking on board, it's struggling a bit more on the wets.
It's like Tokyo Drift. Oof. Oof. Incredible. And this is the thing. You imagine how dicey this is on the controller. Like, incredible stuff. The Tokyo Drift song just dings in my head right now as I'm seeing some of this unfold. But he's going to cross the line. just confirm his third place for the grid, 1:26.4. So,
and that
yeah.
is your qualifying.
Incredible. Incredible. See,
First, so I was going to say, first pole position for Rockamad this season, and what a way to do it. At Monaco, in the rain, pretty much a second quicker ahead of Rando, on his only his second race in Division 2.
and proving us wrong as well, where we're sat here saying the intermediate tyres are the one to go for.
Yep.
Incredible. So that is the end of Q3. At this point, I believe now that we take, before the race, a 5-minute break for everyone to just get their quick refreshments. And just take in Q3's, well, entertainment, I should say.
Absolutely. Again, echoing what George just said. We've got a 5-minute break now, so viewers in the chat, or viewers, chuck in your race predictions. Who's going to be your winner? Why not chuck in there who could be on your podium? Full stop. Whilst you do that, just bear me for a minute. I am just going to pop to the loo ahead of this fascinating race.
I'll see you in 2. So yeah, feel free to leave some suggestions. Well, not suggestions. Sorry, some. The word I'm looking for. I can't even get it out of my tongue. I can't even say it. I'm struggling. Let's just see what some of your thoughts are going to be on, or who you think will be top 5 for the race, as Q3 is confirmed here. Rockamad is first, DNK Rando second, Bennett takes third for the McLaren on the intermediate tyres, Leah in fourth, Owen fifth, Neelix in sixth, Original seventh, Callum in eighth, and Zach the Beast, as we all know, unfortunately, disqualified.
I'm back.
That was incredibly quick, and I'm going to do the same as you, and I will leave you to everyone for the next second or so.
Absolutely. Right, have we got any predictions yet, guys? But nothing yet. Come on, let's have some predictions in. Or why not chuck in any question of your choice, as long as it's appropriate. Rockamad, impressive pole, almost a second quicker than second place. Unfortunately for him, it's not raining in the race I hear, so it'll be interesting to see what strategy Rockamad did indeed have. If it was a dry setup, then it's looking very good for himself. Have we got everyone? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 drivers in the lobby. That's fantastic. And also just going to show that I can count. We've got prediction from first, Rando second, Zach third. Check, silly bunny mate. Where's Rockamad in that? That's okay. Interesting there. But Bennett for first. Well, he's shown he's got great pace. And Rando, of course. First. Yeah. Silly bunny. Yeah, he wants to back Rockamad, but race pace to be his downfall. I guess, fortunately, what goes in his favour, this race is overtaken is very difficult. SLR Ranga, J Darnell to win.
Yeah, we've got Beast Assassin with Owen, Hicklin, and Neelix. Yeah. Top 3.
Now, wouldn't that be an amazing story if Owen won this race?
What? Just imagine the scenes that would cause. A Div 1 driver that has had no luck whatsoever, unfortunate for himself this season, comes down to Div 2, steals everyone's limelight, and takes pole position at Monaco, which is one of the toughest tracks in the calendar. Yeah.
Got a prediction from Dingle Dolphin. I reckon the winner will win. You heard it here first.
Moving on.
Oh, that's a good point. Leah's just pointed it out. The race is not at midnight.
Yeah. we will leave that down to the individual who set up tonight's race. I don't know who that would be. Moving on, after Teddy having a disappointing qualifying, it'd be interesting to see where he finishes today's race.
Well, I say disappointing qualifying. Unfortunately, he lagged out in Q2, so we never got to see what he could do. Of course, all to make up in the race. Maybe an opportunity to be driver of the day. If a lot of carnage happens in front of him in the first few laps, then
I mean, 0 to hero on Monaco is not easy, but it's possible. Safety car. Let's have a little prediction in the chat. How many safety cars, guys, do we reckon we'll have in the race tonight? Safety car driver of the day.
Yeah. Well, we didn't see any in the division race yesterday.
Yeah, I was surprised at that.
So,
I'll be honest.
Likewise,
no,
plenty did happen.
No, I think there was one, wasn't there? I think there was
virtual
one
safety
and
car.
two
virtual
virtuals.
safety car. There was. Nah, there was no safety car. I wish there was a safety car. I think Callum McEwen would.
I'm mistaken myself for F2. Apologies.
Oh, you don't want to do that. George, you're racing later on. I've got to ask the question. How are you feeling ahead of your race?
I had a feeling you'd have done this, and I told you not to. God damn you. I don't know, man.
The viewers want an answer.
I mean, just look at Ferrari and Div 3, man. We do need some point. Someone's got to do it, right?
Absolutely.
So, I mean, happy, to be honest. Just get quality out the way and see where that takes me, to be fair. I'm not strong on Monaco. Nowhere near. I'm not a strong driver at all, to be honest with you, but I mean, the control on this track is not easy. Like, you've got to be so gentle. Like, you've got to have such a gentle input on the analog. So, yeah.
Absolutely. Of course, that Division 3 race at 9 o'clock tonight, live here on Twitch. Who will be your commentators? I think you're spoiled for choice, really. It could be between 4 of them, all fantastic. Oh, Blaze is gone. All fantastic commentators. Yeah, I'm on that. I'll get him in.
Ranga coming in up the arc. Up the Div 3, mate. Up the Div 3 stream. Where all the action is always unfolding, there's always something going on.
I wish these guys didn't appear offline.
Yeah, he's got seconds because we're starting. Yeah. The formation lap is underway.
Yeah, that's right. It should be, but I'm just trying to. Where is he again? He's appearing offline.
We'll go for the position change. Actually, we'll go for tyres first, shall we? Because some people like to see it. Tyres, here we go. Oh! That's interesting. That's a very interesting. So we've got the top 3 starting on the mediums. You've got Leah going for the hard. So from my understanding or my guess here would be that Leah's just going to go for a straight long push and take over everyone when they go for the pits early. Because obviously I would assume those who are on mediums are going to go from medium to hard.
Yeah, I think the best the strategy I wish I could have gone for yesterday would have been the medium to hard. Not the fastest tyres, of course, but you don't have to suffer with lack of grip towards the end of the stint. Lear just needs to make sure he keeps that nose on for the first half of the race to make that strategy work.
Yeah. So I am just gonna pour myself a quick drink because that 5 minutes absolutely flew by. I've got my trusty bottle of Coke with me before we start the race.
You're going to need it. I think this is going to be a cracking race. Let's just hope it lives up. Well, let's just hope we see plenty of overtakes. We don't see it much at Monaco, but hopefully this is going to be different.
Yeah, let's hope for that. As everyone is lined up now. We're just pushing off the grid. Venom brings up the back of the pack. And here we go. Start of the red lights. 5 red lights, and away we go. Here we go. The leaderboard is having its moment with me. Oh, we've got a contact. Rando into the wall.
Oh, there's damage already. Oh,
yeah. There's a yellow flag.
And yeah, Blaze, who just joined back, went into the back of one of the racing points at the start, and yeah, it's got a lot of damage.
Yeah, Rando's got some damage. Rocco Madden's in the grid. The grid is all messed up for me, so I do apologise for everyone watching that at the minute. It will fix itself. Yeah, a few cars with some damage. Coming through tunnel, and we can see Bennett's damaged. Bennett's got some. Yeah, we're going to see a few of the drivers just coming into pit.
Oh, it's. I think Owen spun it. Owen has spun it. He's spun it in the chicane. I think he might have clipped the inside of the wall with his rear tyre. He's dropping. Yep. He's down in 12th now. And someone else has done it in the background. I think it was Plain Teddy. It was.
Yeah.
Drama already on lap 1.
Incredible. The scenes. Venom lost the wing. There's going to be a few people diving into pits here. So here we are with the predicted pit stop strategy. So the medium to hard is where you want to be, but you can also go medium, soft. So jump on board with our race leader. Bennett was flying. Absolutely flying. With a 3-second gap, or just over 3 seconds, and increasing as we go.
Yeah, damage front wing though, so that might have a bit of a part to play with it.
Unless he's just trying to limp his way across.
Hasn't. Yeah, just mention a few position changes. Of course, Bennett from 3rd to 3rd, down to 3rd, but has at least got a front wing on his car. Big gainers, Sem up to 7th, Scope up to 8th.
Yeah, so incredible. So the bottom 5 drivers have stopped already.
Gone a bit quiet. You there, George? Speechless. Oh, we've got someone off. I don't know if. Oh, iCallum's out. I don't know if you can see it on the chat on the stream, but iCallum is out.
Yep, sorry about that.
He's binned it on the. That's right. iCallum's binned it on the chicane, and at the same time we got the other racing point. The other racing point spun it on the other chicane. What a horrible few minutes for racing point.
Let's look for the racing point, boys. Callum's out. Does his teammate have a...
Oh, and it's got worse than... That's a big crash by Venom.
That's a safety car. Oh, it's a virtual safety car.
Oh.
Well,
oh dear.
That changes everything, because those who've got damaged wings and just a damaged car in general, really, have now got the chance to... I would take now as a chance to go into pit and get whatever you need done.
Well, it's still only a virtual safety car at the moment.
Yeah.
But as you said, we have got drivers coming into the pits though. George, we've got 3 of them.
Yep, Rando, Sam, and Neelix. So, Scopes with the biggest shift in the leaderboard so far, going up sorry, Ben's up 6 places, and Scopes are both matching each other, both climbing up the leaderboard there. So Bennett's still in the lead. Let's have a little look at what his time is in the lead. That gap. Let's have a little look. 1:14.3. 6 seconds ahead. That's, well, yeah.
It's impressive, but again, this is Monaco, and when 4 laps in, a lot can change. Just to go back to the Racing Point guy, unfortunate for them, Callum was on a decent point scoring streak as well coming into this race, 3 consecutive points finishes, but of course, not all good things last forever.
I have to agree with Dolphin in the Twitch chat. How was there no safety car? See, now, I was under the impression, right, that if a car is off the track and damaged, VSC is pretty much the best option to go for. But if a car is on the track and completely like gone, like written off, it's finito, then it should be a safety car. So I don't know. And we've got Bennett, who's got he's 5 seconds in the lead with wing damage. He has no front left end plate. So he's holding on. Rocco Mad is chipping away.
He is. He's chipping away at speed actually now. It's now only 4.7, 4.8. Of course, he's got a full front wing on, and I'm just trying to see if they are on the same tyres. They are on the same tyres.
Let's have a little look. He's got faster sector. They are on the same tyres. They're the same age as well. Both 4 laps old. Yeah, it's just a question of how much can Bennett keep going at this point. As Rockomad pushes a 1:13.6 fastest lap for the Alpha Tauri. Let's jump on board with some of the other drivers here. We've got Leah and Zach having a little battle up the hill.
So at the moment, Leah, starting on the hard tyres, ain't looking like a bad gamble, because he's kept that car in one piece, touchwood, and first place. I know there's a gap already to first and second, but of course, when he pits, he'll be on the quicker tyre come towards the end of the race.
Exactly.
But that gap, Jord, at the top.
It's closing, mate. It's just it's that front end plate. Everyone knows when you damage a part of your front wing, no matter how small, it really does. It just eats your time away. You can pick up so much time with a nice in piece and intact wing. So we've got a few drivers now that are on the hards. So it's definitely, and there's still 3 drivers on the soft. So it's gonna be interesting to see actually what those drivers on the soft tyres kind of go for in terms of a strat. They're gonna go for, I believe, it's 2-stop for the soft, medium. If they do that, for those who are on the hards and mediums, going for, I would assume, the 1-stop. Obviously, that can all change.
So we've got a bit of a queue now for 4th. It's Original holding up Zach's Beast and Scope. Yep,
there's a train
almost
coming.
Went side by side up the hill with Zach's Beast, and yeah, it's Original.
He's looking for that move on the faster tyre.
Oh, he's got it. Oh.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting as you come through the tunnel section. Now we'll jump on board with him. Yeah, it's right behind the Mercedes, not the Mercedes, sorry. Oh yes, I am correct, he is behind the Mercedes. Comes down out of the tunnel section, and as you can see, Original's just picking up that gap again. So jump on board with Bennett and see how he's doing. Original's just picked up a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. So that's another thing as well you've got to watch out for, is penalties, because if the driver in front has penalties and you're only 3 seconds off that driver, if you just keep your pace and keep going, and keep yourself intact, you could literally take that spot, providing you don't pick up.
Yeah,
penalties
it is going to be
so.
It is going to be a factor, and of course this track's got 3 corners, maybe even 4, that can be a bit brutal with warnings, so we might see that.
Oh, there's a car slowing down the track. I think original lost a front end plate, so I don't know whether there was a collision. I don't know if original was having some kind of issue. He was ghosting then. I think its Scopes has no front end plates at all, and there was a bit of something happened. I don't know not quite sure what it was, but move on. There's a position change as well. Blaze has gone in the pits onto the medium tyres. Has Teddy been lapped?
No, he hasn't. He's into Drastic Blaze, who's just gone into the pits, I believe, for the 2nd time.
Yeah, because
he has been lapped.
It says for me, Teddy and Blaze have both been lapped. So we've got a huge train coming up the straight now, coming up the hill from Ben's down, I believe. Yep. So let's see how these. Oh, we've got a yellow flag in sector 2.
Hicklim, just about to be lapped. He's up. He might have turned in a bit early going into that chicane. Catches a lot of drivers out.
We're on board with Benz as he comes down to the hotel section with Randall close behind him. Strong qualifying from Randall. Unfortunately down to 9th right now, but still plenty of time to go in the race to pull something out of the hat. Absolutely flying. Come down this exit of the tunnel. Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting to see where we go. So judging, obviously we're only 10 laps in right now, and it's a bit too early to say, but Ben is still in the lead, and still with a damaged wing, may I add. Still.
Rockamad have got Rockamad closing in.
Yeah, got Rockamad closing in, and then the gap from them two on is, well, it is increasing. But obviously, bear in mind that some of the drivers are on, like Leah on the lower tyre. So let's have a little look then. Let's jump on board. Leah.
You've got Zakis Beast also. Zakis Beast
is
in on MLC Leah. Of course, Leah on the hard tyres, but Beast doing very well actually on these soft tyres.
Yeah, soft tyres.
About now that the soft tyres around lap 10, you start to feel them be a bit slidey. But looking on board with him, doesn't seem to be struggling too much and continuing to close that gap.
Yeah. So, still with the fastest lap at the moment is Rockman with the 1:13.6. Randall's picked up a penalty, and so has Sem. So, with Sem and Randall picking up a penalty, it definitely can change a few positions further down the grid.
Sem in the pits.
Yeah. Start to see now as well that those softs, I'm on board with Zach, and those softs are 10 laps old now, and he's. Obviously, Leo is on the slower tyre again, but just you've got to sit and wonder when is Zach going to pit, and where is he going to come out on the grid, because you've got Scopes not too far behind.
So it depends when Scopes is going to pit. Actually, Scopes is on the medium tyres and he's got pretty much no front wing. He's just got a plank of wood and he's trying to keep original behind. So if Scopes is going to stay out for another few laps, and if I was Beast, I'd keep on going. Those soft tyres, the longer you can keep them going, the better the hards will be for the rest of the race.
Yeah, of course.
12 seconds now, that gap between 4th and 5th. And the gap looks like it's actually got bigger at the top.
Yeah, it's increasing. I think Rockamad has a penalty. Oh, yeah, Rockamad does.
No, it looks alright.
No, he's good. He's all good. On board with him in the cockpit.
Just having a look at some of the stuff in the Twitch chat. Silly Bunny mainly. Race in Rockamat's hands now. Silly Bunny is his race engineer. Easy under and overcut, no penalties for Rockamat. Thank you very much, Silly Bunny, for the update. Race engineer for Rockamat.
Oh yeah, that'd be interesting to see if
2.3
other...
seconds.
Oh, Rockamat's just spun and hit the wall. As he
right?
says
Any damage?
He's damaged his front wing. It was quite an impact.
Oh, yes.
It's definitely...
Yeah.
Oh. They say the curse of the commentator is a thing.
Let's have a look at the Benz and Rando battle, if we can, please, George. Requested by the lovely viewers in the chat.
Let's have a little look, because these two are really... Benz has got damage on the front left end plate, but Rando's, I think he's all good, so...
Can we also have the intervals as well, please,
yes,
George,
we can indeed. On your screens, ladies and gentlemen. Got Bennett with a plus 21.2 second interval over Leah. Just to put that out there, that is quite a gap. That's an impressive gap. Bennett was strong.
It is, and on the medium
as well.
Also.
But from Leah onwards, it's very close. Between some of the drivers. We'll stay on board with Benz for now, though, because the battle with Rando and himself seems to be intensifying as Rando is, well, he was all over the rear end. He's picking up some pace now through the tunnel section. As they come out of tunnel, I would accept. He's going down the inside. No, he's not going to go for the move. But otherwise, contact.
Benz. Yeah.
I think he was just giving Benz a bit of a shove to say, I am here. Letting you know that I'm all over the rear end of your car. As he goes for it again, he's so close. Oh, no.
Oh, and they've made contact.
Both contact. Oh. Well, I can imagine that Rando's not going to be happy with that one. Let's jump on board with Original and Benz, because the Original and Benz? No. Who is that that's having that battle? Oh, it's Scopes and Original. Sino now. Gonna go for the move, yeah, and thought of otherwise.
Scopes really is struggling with that plank of wood now in front of the car. No end plate whatsoever, and that's some cut by Original.
That is a huge cut.
Taking that corner.
And Teddy with a 1:12.8 fastest lap on a medium tyre. Well done, Teddy, for that lap.
I think he's only done 4 laps in the mediums.
Still fresh. There's a nice little train picking up here now from Original, from Scopes down. Although Scopes has got damage, I believe. Yes, quite a fair bit as well. And you can see that Mercedes is all over the rear end of that car. It's only a matter of time. Is Scopes going to go in the pit? Yes, he is. He gives the spot. So this is where now Original can go for it.
I was going to say, when you're the driver behind, in that situation, you've just got to stay so focused, because as we saw with Rando, you've got to be aware of their braking.
Yeah.
If they brake that tiny bit earlier because they have to, because of a damaged front wing, and you get caught out, that could be your race over it as well. So Original did well there, and now he's been rewarded with free space.
Yeah, exactly. So we've got Rando swapping, obviously, taking over Scopes for the pit. So we'll jump on with. There's a little bit of a rain here. I think Blaze is being lapped by a few people. Tunnel section now. You've got Neelix and Owen, not too far away from each other. The two Red Bull teammates.
And Zach is in the pits.
Yeah, Zach's in the pit, so that will 14 laps on a soft tyre is not too bad. That's pretty good. We've done well, especially around Monaco.
Exactly. Touch wood. It's been a really solid performance so far from Zach's Beast. He's been a bit quiet since the first race of the season, where he won in Australia.
So the battle now. We're on board. We're watching the two brothers, Neelix and Owen. They're the two brothers. Well, not brothers, but you know, teammates. So brothers in arms at Red Bull. Battling here for 7th and 8th position. Which I'm actually on board because he's right behind Benz. Has Benz still got damage?
I think he does. Yeah, I don't think he's. Or if he has pit, it was on lap 1. It'd be interesting. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what Red Bull do here because you've got Neelix on 12 lap old hards, and you've got Owen on 6 lap old mediums. So will there be team orders in play? I wonder.
I would like to think so. But never know. It has been up on Benz.
Ooh.
What do we see, mate? What do we see?
Yeah, Owen just coming down to the bottom of the hill after the tunnel, just outbroke himself. Luckily he avoided Neelix, but lost quite a bit of time. Now over a second behind, and I think he's just actually clipped the wall. I think he has. Yeah, he's lost. Oh no, he hasn't. Oh no, he seems all good. Just been unlapped by Blaze.
So we'll jump on board with Bennett and see how he's doing. He's absolutely flying. 16 lap old medium, so if he just keeps his head in the game now and focuses, he'll definitely in a strong position for the race win. But again, there's a long way to go. Anything can happen. Got Leah, got just behind Leah, Rockomad. That's it. Did Rockomad had a bit of an incident as well, didn't he? And he was. We were saying that doing well, and then he crashed out. But now he's back in it. He's in the mix. And as I say that, he back end, but he regains it. So between Bennett and Leo, and then between Rockomad and Zach, there's a 14-second gap. So from Zach all the way down to Owen, it's but they're all exchanging positions because Benz is in the pit. Unfortunately as well, obviously the boys, Callum and Venom, are both out of the race. 14
Yeah, a bit of a
drivers in the race.
Yeah, a bit of a horrible few seconds at the Racing Point retirement within probably about 10-20 seconds of each other.
Silly Bunny wants to know how long is the Monaco pit stop. I actually don't know this question, so maybe you can shed some light on that one.
If I had to guess, I'm going to say about 24 seconds, but most of the pit stops I've seen in this race so far, it's been a bit longer because people have been changing front wings. Of course, I reckon this is information Bunny wants to find out for his driver, Rockomad, who is only 3/10 behind MRC Leah.
Oh, here we go.
12 laps difference. Oh, he's gone for it.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, I think the tunnel section is definitely going to show these two. If he's going to take over Leah, it'll be in the tunnel.
Rockomad needs to get this move done as soon as he can because Bennett, of course, hasn't pitted and he's got that broken front wing. Rockomad is showing great pace as well with fresh and with a full front wing. He needs to get this move done ASAP.
Yeah, I agree. It definitely will change the race if he can get this move done ASAP. And Leah's on
Bennett
the hard. Now is really the chance. Leah's on 18 lap old tyres, whereas Rockomad's on 6. You can see that. Tyres have started to fall off a little bit more than the fresher tyre, obviously.
apparently Leah isn't in the race.
Oh. I haven't seen anything on in my eyes, so I'm.
I don't want to invite him if he's in the race in case he thinks that means his connection is bad. He needs to leave.
Yeah.
On my screen, nah, he's still there. He's still there.
Yeah, I thought he's.
Oh no, sorry, no, just Indy isn't. Oh no, you meant it is in. They're not in the same race. Apologies for that. I'm still new to this.
You know, well, I mean, are you as new as me?
I've been in there a bit longer, but this is only my, I think, 6th or 7th on this race. But
this is my
Bennett 2.1.
Go for it.
2.3 seconds ahead now. Rockamad, he needs to get this move done.
I'm gonna say
Bennett now, and that is that race win.
Yeah, Rockamad really needs to get this out the way. Like, needs to move Leo out the way because Bennett's gone in the pit, put the hards on, and come out, and he's still in the lead. Up the Rockamad in the chat. So I mean, we're 21 laps deep now. I mean, you could technically have a guess at the top 5 at this point, really. Judging at the times. Again, as we all know, anything can happen. He's so close to Leah, it's unbelievable. As he goes for it!
Oh, he's gone for it! Oh, that's not... That was late!
I was thinking he's going for it there. Of all places, you're going to turn in there. He's going to pinch that gap, and there's no way out once you pinch that. Once obviously a driver pinches that.
And Rockamad's got damage now.
Yeah.
That looked like a late move
and
to me.
Another bit of damage. It did look. See, I was on board with him, and it was a late move. There was no way, in my opinion, he would have made that. I wouldn't have. I think it was just a last-ditch, desperate attempt. Try it, being frustrated.
Build
up a frustration. I wouldn't say he's completely out of it because he's got in some incredible pace. But again, you know, that's gonna. And Randall's back up to 4th. And he's right behind Leah now, who is on the fresher set of medium tyres. Zach is Beast is up into 2nd place. There's a yellow flag at sector 3. What's going on at sector 3? Is somebody spun?
Oh! I think Blaze, I think Blaze is... I can't go on board with him, but...
He's out.
He's retired on the last corner.
Can't get on board either.
That's probably a safety car.
I just thought it's not. But it's not. And we move on. That's interesting. See...
Oh, that's gotta be... Oh,
how is that not the safety car?
Time. Oh.
So there's a yellow flag.
Oh, we've got another yellow flag.
Oh.
Oh, it's Rando.
Yeah. He's got no damage.
No damage. I mean, just with the rear tyre, I think, turned in a bit too early.
So it's all in the mix now. There's a few. Lynn is retired from the race. He's out. I don't know whether he retired in the pits. Not too sure. So, really, if you think about it like this, I don't know whether it changes because obviously there's less drivers now, but Plain Teddy and Coops Benz could both really fight with Sem for 10th to get points at this point if they can catch up. Well, yeah. They're not that far behind. So the fight, really, there's a fight between Sam, Teddy and Coops, Benz, if they can all get together. Oh, Originals. Look at the battle up on the hill between Original and Sam. He's all over the rear end of Sam. Scopes is also in the mix too. He lost a bit of pace there as they go down towards. As you got UK Beast Assassin in our Twitch chat calling Silly Bunny out, making him aware that he is having a shocker.
Yikes!
Well,
It might be about to see an overtake here. Sam on scopes.
yeah.
Sam on the inside, and scopes breaks a bit late.
Lock up
and
takes a 3
it's
second
cost him
penalty.
3 seconds.
Yeah, that's locking up a few, so it's not going to help those tyres either, because you're going to find some damage on those tyres. It would have really been interesting this year to see if they could replicate that flat spot simulation that you get from a locked up tyre.
Yeah.
Because obviously when you lock up a Formula 1 racing tyre, think of it.
Sam makes the move. Sam makes the move on scopes.
They're fighting for it.
Side by side going up the hill. Oh, this is scopes keeps it.
Did original go into the back and tap the? Oh, yep. There was a bit of love tap going on there between Scopes and Sam, locking up. This is an intense battle between the two drivers here for 8th, 9th, and 10th. Really?
Yeah, I mean, again, to go back to what I said earlier, this is when, if you're Sem or original, your concentration has to be absolutely on point.
Does indeed, as they come down out of the tunnel. He goes for the move. Nope, not gonna do it. There is a bit of contact there though. So Rockham has picked up a 3 second time penalty, which, well, I mean, Scopes is a bit too far away for that, but again, a long way to go. Yeah. As we get to take a bit of curb, boys, as you do. As he goes for the move for turn 1. Oh,
he's going to be wide. And Original's going to take advantage of this. Oh, I can't watch. Oh. And is Original going to do Scopes as well? This is incredible. What a move. Oh no.
Oh my god. Oh.
Sorry.
Oh my god.
Still going on.
That's
Teddy's joined the party.
That's insane.
Oh. And Scopes is confident inside of Sam.
Boys, incredible. For the entertainment, incredible.
Incredible,
battle.
but Carnage. 30 laps to go. Teddy's in the inside of Original as well. He's done it, in fact.
Wow. Yeah. He's on the faster tyre as well, so it's definitely gonna. 3 crashes that needed a safety car, says Silly Bunny Twitch chat.
Yeah. There's been this race. Scopes is struggling with really bad damage now, and I think another driver's just
And
got
a virtual safety car.
Oh!
Brando's gone.
Brando's out.
Well,
Virtual safety car again.
this is what I said to you earlier on before we started this. Before we started the stream, but I've not yet seen a safety car come out on Monaco at all. Virtual safety cars, yes. But safety cars, no. And personally, I'm not a fan of the virtual safety car. I hate it. I've had many incidents under it. Don't like it, but no, it's for everyone else's safety. So once that is all cleared up and out the way, the race will re-begin. Let's jump on with Zach as he's built up a 7.1 second gap. We're back underway as well, by the way. Green flags for racing again. Built up a
camera, but Bennett's pit again. Oh, Scopes has crashed.
Scopes jump on the
crashed the
Scopes.
hairpin, but sorry, to go back to Bennett has pit. Bennett's pit again for his second mediums. Of course, he's got the fresher tyres, but he needs to get past Saka's speed. That's a challenge on this track by itself.
Yeah, definitely a challenge in itself, that. where have we got? Is there anyone battling? I mean, there's a fair gap between a few drivers now at the minute.
Yeah.
Fair few gaps. So what we'll do is we'll jump on with Zach at the front of the pack, as he's got 11 lap old medium. So perhaps Bennett's thinking, you know what? I'm 5 seconds behind on the medium tyre. I've got fresh mediums now. Only if you could pretty much go to the end now, or close to. I mean, it would be a push on the medium, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong.
So just on board with Rocker Mag. He's picked for the soft tyres, but I think it's his first lap on the softs. But within a few corners, I think he's damaged his wing again. It's either that, or he's ran out of front wings. And I'm not just saying that to be a bit funny, but oh, he's hit the barrier again. That's probably not helped. He's ghosting now. What could have been for Rocker Mag?
Oh, Sem's just hit the wall as well. Coming out of the tunnel section. He was ghosted, obviously, because Zach's lapping him. Yeah, not great. Not great. We've got Teddy and Rockamad switching spots. They're having a little battle, so we'll jump on board with them too. Rockamad on the softer tyre.
Yeah, but with
and
damage.
The fresher tyre, but with damage too, so yeah.
No, though, we've got to mention a shout out to look who's in 4th place.
Yeah.
SLR Owen.
With 18
he's got
lap
a free pit stop as well.
Yeah, free pit stop, and he's got 18 lap old mediums on his car. And his teammate, I mean, in terms of team performance, well done to them too so far for this weekend. Both in strong points positions. Looks like they're both completely on 2 different strats as well.
Be interesting to see what Owen does actually. Again, he has got that free pit stop. I can't imagine those tyres will last the end of the race with 10 more laps to go. Rockman's in the pits again. Yeah.
So, I mean, I think it's safe to ask the question now. Who would you go for the top 3 with only 9 laps to go? Looking at
I know we've still got 9 laps to go.
We've still got 9 laps to go, but
yeah, I think even though we've still got 9 laps to go, I think the top 3 will remain the same. Do I think it'll be in that order? No.
No.
But yeah, I think I do believe Owen will need to pit again if he wants to play it safe. And he's talking. Speaking of that, he is in the pits.
I mean, he's got plenty of time. Let's see where he comes out. Actually, should we just jump in the pits? Look at the camera in the pits and see what they're doing. They're changing his front wing. He's going to come out. Where's his teammate? So his teammate's now coming around and just starting the straight. So he's going to come out in front of his teammate. So he's gone in the pits in 4th, and he's going to come out in 4th. So. Actually, no, he's not. His teammate's gonna take 4th, and Owen's gonna take 5th. But obviously, he is on the fresher soft tyres now, so battle will commence. We've lost Callum.
Yeah, he's already retired, unfortunately.
Retired, anyways. And I don't know whether you've noticed, but the gap with Bennett and Beast has closed, like, to the point now where it is. Up for grabs. I think Zach's feeling the wear of those 15 lap old tyres against Bennett's 4 lap young tyres. So we'll be on board with Bennett for now as they come through. So they come through Hotel and they hit the tunnel section now. Coming up to the Novelle chicane, and as it stands, Zach is still in the lead. Late break.
Right, yeah,
like that from
sorry,
Bennett.
I didn't get
That's
the notification that
Callum
notification that Sam's gone.
Oh, I didn't get that either. So I'm just wondering, right? Because this was a conversation in the league Discord as well that I saw somewhere, that someone else has had the issue as well, where they've not seen anyone leaving. Like, they've seen people disconnect, but not leave.
Trying to find him on it.
But we'll move on, obviously, because you know we've just come up with Zondavant and we're going up Barge up to the Masonette.
I can't find him.
Casino, he's probably appearing offline, I would assume. The battle is still on. It's going to be a close and intense battle. Who is going to prevail here? Owen has picked up the 3-second time penalty. That means if Teddy can close the gap, Teddy could take 5th as it stands. So
I don't think Owen was a friend. I don't think he's friends with me on this. I can't find him anywhere.
Yikes. Moving on. Hopefully we can get that sorted.
Yeah.
You can see Zach is still pushing, but you can tell those tyres are old. As the two gentlemen come through. Here we go then, coming up to Sandoval. T wanted to go for the move, but he just decided not to. Then was not the time. Rivage through the Masonette, and you can see, oh, look at the time. Look at them just, Bennett is just picking and picking and picking away at that time. And before long, there's only a matter of time before Bennett takes pole. Providing Zach doesn't have any penalties, I'm not too sure. I haven't seen anything pop up that he does. Don't want to curse him, obviously, and I hope he doesn't pick up any, but you never know. Comes through the tunnel section, coming towards the Novell chicane, and he's going for the move, and oh, there was contact. There was contact. He hit the wall. Beast hit the wall. Oh, I feel that Beast is going to be quite frustrated at that move, but there was no way that was going to be avoided. I don't know if he picked up damage. He didn't. He was fortunate in that sense. But obviously, you know, you got Leah now, can pick away and try and catch up. Zach, what to say? Massive applause to Neelix and Owen, mind. These two have been racing really well.
Right, Sam's got an invite.
Yeah, there you go. Awesome, so we've got that sorted then.
Just need the drivers to be friends with the code comms on this.
Yes, they have been.
Didn't have to be like that.
Blah blah blah. We'll get there in the end. I'm sure that every single driver within the league has been told that is pretty much a requirement. You need to be, so that if there are any issues, Procoms can get you back in. As you can see, Bennett has taken the lead. So, being that we're now on lap 35, I think it's safe to say, I think it would be safe to, not far off from now, in about 2 or 3 laps time, we'll start rounding up votes for driver of the day. So if you want to have a little bash in the chat now and perhaps a little debate on who you all think should be today's driver of the day, feel free. It'll be an interesting topic to discuss as we come towards the end of the race. Yeah. We'll be keeping an eye as Bennett is absolutely flying now. 11 seconds ahead of Zach, and he's on the fresher tyres. Southerners
Yeah, he's saying that I haven't sent invites, but I'm going to send the third one. I can see him on it. He's F1 2020 in the main menus.
Finishers driver of the
I sent a third
day.
invite.
Sprightly for voting. Everyone for a combined driver of the day trophy for just finishing at Monaco. I mean, yes, that's definitely an award. But, I think everyone should deserve an award for that. Monaco is pretty tight. Incredible, really. Just gonna be interesting to see. I mean, how Zach or Lee are gonna. Well, I mean, how close are them to? Oh, I mean, yeah, no. There's a fair gap. Incredible races though from everyone. Incredible. Zach, driver of the day, votes in the chat. I've sent it off.
Hi,
and we see position changes.
Sam's
Yes,
back.
you can indeed. We can change. Get the position changes.
Right, I'm now back in the race.
Here
Sorry,
we
I've
go.
missed an awful lot during that.
That's absolutely fine.
Yeah, look at the position changes. Yeah,
There you
Teddy's gone up 9 places up to 6th.
Yep.
Rockamad making, I'm pretty sure that 5 stop strategy worked to hopefully finish at 8th. Just the one driver outside the top 10, unfortunately. That driver being Benz. Yeah, echoing what Jordan said, he was your driver of the day.
Yep, there's 2 laps left. Teddy's gone up 9. Bear this in mind. Teddy didn't race any qualification. He didn't do any quality because he fortunately disconnected. So he suffered that fit, and he's come back and clawed 6th place. So providing that obviously if there's no penalties and there's no close to him, and so yeah. But we could Zach up 7 places and his 2nd. He's come up from 9th. As long as Bennett keeps it together now and doesn't have any accidents or any crashes, we're looking to be Monaco Grand Prix race winner. Div 2 race winner. Freeman coming in with a vote for Zach. So
Yeah, at the moment,
two
it's
for Zach.
that's actually 3 for Zach at the moment. It's looking very good for him.
Yeah.
Might not be getting the win, but
He was unfortunate as well, because obviously I don't know whether you were here when, or whether you were inviting.
yeah, I was inviting. I never saw the path.
As they were coming out of the tunnel, Bennett was on the right of Zach, and Zach was on his inside. And obviously, when you start to turn into that corner, because there's no way you've got to. I think they pinched, and Bennett caused Zach to spin, which obviously.
Really? Oh, okay.
I mean, not to get into it too much, it potentially may have taken Zach's race win away, but again, it's racing. Everyone's competitive. Everyone wants to win. So Owen picks up a 3-second time penalty, which means nothing. I think he just stays. Teddy, man, Teddy's up 9 places. Incredible. So we are about to come up to the last lap. Last lap of the race, Monaco, Div 2. Obviously, just to make you all aware and remind you that after this race at 9 o'clock, you will have Div 3. I'll be racing in it myself. So,
The main card.
yeah, it's definitely one of the ones to watch. Div 3 is a very interesting, very, 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 very close and crazy race division. It's, yeah, you just need to be there to see it and you'll understand.
Oh,
It's
Teddy's had a moment. Sorry to interrupt. Teddy's had a moment on the chicane. Fortunately, I think he was always sick. Hasn't lost an awful lot of time. Just needs to get that one extra lap out of the way.
so right then, coming up to the pool section now with our race winner. And up to Raskas. Look how close he is to that wall, incredible. The race winner then crosses the line. Pole position at Monaco. Zach not far behind him, taking second place. Have here coming and taking third. He crosses the line. Watch him cross the line. His teammate close behind. Go for it.
Another solid drive by Leah.
Yeah.
Fourth podium of the season, which of course now with the threat of Bennett for a potential championship fight, crucial points for Leah, making the strategy work.
Yeah. So I think it's safe to say now we'll have a little discuss driver of the day. Who would you go for your driver of the day?
Do you know what? I'll go for Zach as well. I think
yeah. He's very unlucky.
Monstrous stint on the softs at the start.
Yes. Yeah, I agree. And he was very unlucky not to take race win in today's race. Very strong. Even though he was feeling it, he was very strong. So we'll give Zach driver of the day. Second in the Monaco Grand Prix.
Alright, I'll start getting these guys in.
Yep.
What do you want to do in terms of interviews? Do you want me to do them? Do you want me to do some?
Go for it.
Or do you want to do
go
them?
for it, mate. Yeah, go for it. Feel free.
I'll start getting them in.
I'll just chip in when. Incredible races from all drivers though, so get them in now. That trophy, incredible trophy. Here we go. So there's the end grid for yourselves. Owen does take 5th. So we've got Bennett, Zax, Beast, Leah, Neelix, Owen, Teddy, Rockamat, Original, Scopes, and Sam. All the top drivers at the top 10. For Southerners, I will.
Oh my word! There's a. Who's in a? Leah. I think your mic is having a bit of a mare.
Yes. We would need.
Oh dear. Sounds like inside of a wind tunnel. Right. Before we get things underway here, make sure you've all ticked your box so we can hear your wonderful voices and hear how happy you are for getting a podium at Monaco.
Woo!
Right. Have we all ticked?
Yes.
Stuff.
Good. Okay. Let's start off with third place, MRC Leah. Leah, congratulations on third place, another podium in Division 2, your 4th podium, in fact, of the season. Starting on the hard tyres and finishing on the mediums. Made the strategy work. Looked like it wasn't easy at the start, trying to keep the guys behind. Tell us how your race went from start to finish, especially with the stint on the hards.
Yeah, I just sort of thought I'd try to go a bit different to the guys in front, really, see what happened. It'd be for a safety car a bit later on in the race, but yeah, I didn't really have the pace to keep up there. Monaco's not a good track, so buzzing with the podium.
Yeah, you still got the third place, got the podium quite comfortably as well. Like I said, it looked like a comfortable third place at the end, but how did it feel in the cockpit? How much did you have to concentrate?
A lot. I think I had Zach behind at one point, and then Rocker, I don't know what happened with him, but we had a bit of contact, but yeah.
Lovely stuff. Well, congratulations on third place once again, my friend. On to second place, and I think it's safe to say, yep, our driver of the day, Zach is Beast. Zach, congratulations. Welcome back to the podium.
Thank you.
Of course, we saw Yeah, we saw you win in Australia in the wet conditions. Unfortunately, you've been a bit quiet since then, but showed your class in a wet qualifying at Monaco, and you were rewarded with a second place after a fantastic stint on the soft tyres. First of all, what was the condition of your soft tyres by the time you pit?
They were on 40%.
Your softs were on 40%. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That's absurd.
Yeah, I'm having that.
I think the softs were 50, but the mediums were 40.
Yeah, I just said that's a bit of I mean, wow.
What? Okay, I'm truly stunned by that. Okay, apart from your unbelievable tyre management, from start to finish, how did the race go? Oh, how did you feel the race went for yourself? I missed, unfortunately, the overtake Bennett done on you. Do you think the win was possible?
I don't know. I had no ERS by the time Bennett catched me, because I don't know what happened with my ERS, and I was just dropping time, so I'm happy with second. And I did clip that inside barrier, which made me spin, so second I'm happy with.
Yep, indeed, and so you should again after. Wow, I was gonna say your monstrous soft tyre stint, but it turned out you're just unbelievably good with your tyres. So congratulations, buddy. Nice to see you on the podium. First place, Bennett. You got your first win last week in Spain. You've got your second win this week in Monaco. Of course, followed up by a great qualifying performance also just over an hour ago. Confidence is high, is it, Bennett?
Yeah, it's doing alright in a minute.
Of course, I believe you joined the season a few races in. Of course, now with your second win, that puts you, well, it gets you up closer to the championship leader, which is Leah. In fact, it does. It was 30 points before going in today, but of course, first place gaining 10 points. I think it's about 20 points now. Is the thought of possibly being in the title contender getting into your mind yet, or are you just still taking it a race at a time?
I mean, of course, it's there, but you just got to take it race at a time. You don't ever know what's going to happen. And also, during the race, my pedal broke, so I had to quickly change from that to my controller.
You're kidding?
Wow.
Wow.
No,
Okay.
That's incredible. Because I was saying during the race that the controller over a wheel on Monaco is it's an incredible difference. So yeah, fair play to you for that, mate.
Taking pit stops to a whole new level. Well, actually, this would be a good. You raced in that race with the wheel and the pad. Did you notice any difference? I've got to ask that question now.
Yeah, I struggled a hell of a lot on the pad, to be honest. It just wasn't the same.
It's definitely not.
You still got that win despite making that extra pit stop. Of course, you got the move done on Zach's Beast for first. I missed the overtake, unfortunately, but when you pit, of course, being stuck behind Zach on fresher tyres, were you confident of being able to get that move done? Because this track is not the easiest to overtake on.
Yeah, to be honest, I thought, because I checked on the radio how many laps Zach had done, and he had done already like 13 or something like that, so I thought if I go in, surely he's going to have to come in, not thinking he'd be able to stretch, because I did that similar amount of time, and my tyres were absolutely finished, so I thought surely he's going to go in, but in the end I just had to catch him and overtake him myself.
Lovely stuff. Once again, congratulations on first place. It's beginning to heat up a bit in this championship after round 7, so I cannot wait to keep on tuning into Division 2. Back to you, Jord.
Yep, I would just like to congratulate everyone in today's race, those who managed to finish the race, and to our race winner and podium finishers. That will be it from myself and Southerners in this Division 2 race. Hopefully we'll catch you all again in the Division 3 race. That's up at 9 o'clock. So don't forget, 9 o'clock, Division 3. And again, thank you for co-commentating with me, Southerner.
Yep, thank you for having me.
And it's a good night from myself and the SLR team. And we shall see you all again next week.
Ciao, Dios.